Shalom, balance, paradise, back
Yes, man.
in the building, man. Technical difficulties we've been going through trying to get this year popping. But with the grace of the Most High, man, we made this year happen. Welcome back. Good night, good day, Niha, and all of those universal greetings. Yeah, man. Thank yourself for surviving the zombie apocalypse of 2020. We're here now in 2021. Special guests continuing this year Texas series. I got CEO of Straight Profit Records,
It's
personal
going down,
trainer,
brother.
husband, father, what I mean, creative, Den himself, man. What's happening, man? Welcome to the broadcast, sibling.
Hey, man, thank you for having me. First of all, that's the first thing I want to say. I appreciate you for taking the time to bring me into your arena, man. From here where I'm at in America, Houston, Texas, all the way over there, really Missouri City, man, throwing up the M2, man. I'm from everywhere around here though, so I claim where I come from, but I'm from a lot of places in this area, man. But I appreciate you for allowing me to invade your area, man. That's special. Thanks, man. Like you say, sibling. Appreciate you, sibling.
Definite, man.
That's what's
Listen,
up, bro.
you already know the thing, man. You already know the thing. And as I keep on saying, man, you got a song to sing. And you know what I mean? That song needs to be sung on this here platform. You know what I mean? Get into the minds, you know what I mean? Goals, aspirations, past experiences, and ultimately what potentially, you know what I mean, is cooking in the books for this Gregorian year of 2021 and things.
I got some stuff, hey, and I got some stuff that's really cooking in the box, man. It's gonna be some shit, that the fans need and that they enjoy. It's gonna be some stuff that is a necessity. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? It's something that needs to be done. So I got it, man.
Yeah, man. I see. Listen, as we alluded to pre-build, like we need this here, man. We need this real out here, man. There's no one really holding it down for the H. No one really like pushing that real hard line.
Right, man. I got some shit, man, that's coming. Some oldies from goodies, some shit that I can honestly say that you're gonna appreciate from some artists that I had early on that I hooked back up with, and we're doing some nice collabs, some nice stuff. Let me see what you got there. Some nice things that's in the works, and when we get to it, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna tell you about it, but you're gonna love it.
Hmm. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Looking forward to that, man. Looking forward to that most definitely. So, sibling, before we even jump in at the DeLorean and things and go back in time, um, zombie apocalypse, man. As I've been doing with everybody, how has 2020 treated you, man? How have you survived and made it through to the Gregorian year of 2021?
Well, man, I'm gonna tell you the really shit that I did, man. I think I'm so diversified, to the world, you know what I'm saying? Like you just was saying, father, husband, this, that, and other. I'm in the music business and I've been producing albums for years, rapping on some, doing something my damn self, you know what I'm saying? Just to hold my hands stay moving. But I also have other business aspects that I invest in and I do that luckily they were not affected by what happened with this apocalypse. So me, other than me being in the house all the time, and chilling, I got a chance to really get to know my family, which was a good thing too. Get the chance to get to know your wife. But I was making money while this shit was going on. I had actually I didn't have some of my best months. So I mean, I've been blessed, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just to say the least, I've been blessed to still be able to operate and in trying times like these. I can barely hear you. I can barely hear you, God.
Again, it's real good to hear. I've had a pretty much, I would say, almost 70% of the people I've spoken to, not just in America, but in Europe, in the UK, who have taken the time to go into south a little bit more maybe, or even to say, look, let's do a little bit more on this side, and they're winning, as you're saying. They're
Yeah.
having the best business experience that they've had in years maybe, or since they first started trading kind of thing. So it's been adaptive. Everything in life is subject to change. That is a given. Us as the individual, how are we going to adapt with the change? Are we going to force? Are we going to fight it? Are we going to cry? Are we going to moan? Or are we going to roll with it and see how we can take advantage of said situation?
I mean, me, bro, it's like we got this saying, it's kind of like when you driving in a car. If you're a hard driver, the traffic slow down in the lane that you in, you switch lanes. You know what I'm saying? Get in a different lane that's moving a little faster, or at least up to the pace where you comfortable with. And that's just me. Traffic slowed down in the lanes. In some of the lanes in the world that have generally people have been getting paid off of and eating off of the shit. I just switch lanes, man. Change gears, man.
This is
Can't
it.
quit. You can't quit, God. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? You got you know what I'm saying? Like my thing is at the end of the day, what choice do you have? Either push forward or quit, man. And I
yeah.
ain't the quitting type of dude. I don't raise quitters. I ain't a quitter.
Mm.
We gonna see the task to the end of the fight, man.
For shiggity, man. For
Yeah,
shiggity.
we
That,
gonna see the fight, man.
that's it. And that was a good analogy in regards to traffic in one lane. What do you do? As a confident, aggressive, proactive driver, the most obvious and most sensible thing to do would be to change lanes.
Hmm. Pop that clutch, baby.
This is it. Mirror signal maneuver first, though. You know what I mean?
We driving cars with them horses in it, so I'm a downshift. Hit that boy, and get on around you and get out the way, you know what I'm saying? So that's what's up, man, and really,
Definitely.
really, but that's life, period.
Yes.
You could put that analogy into your life in any situation that you're in. You know what I'm saying? It's just a analogy of moving forward, not being stopped. Period.
Facts.
Obstacles in your way, you go through, around, or over.
For shiggity.
Yeah.
100% agree on that there, mate. Hey, hey, sibling, what were your thoughts on the Capitol riots and all that madness that took place a few weeks back?
I mean, shit. When people are unhappy or they feel like they have a sense of entitlement, or they feel like something is theirs or they deserve shit, you see riots, you
Yes.
see you see uprising. It
Hmm.
doesn't matter who the person is that they're uprising, what they believe in, or what they think is right. Is the point is you have a select group of people in every aspect of life, in every situation, and they have their own opinion of how things should be ran.
Hmm.
So what happened was the people who felt like things should have been run or a different way, or should have been done a different way, they didn't get what they wanted, and they caused hell. They uproar. They rioted.
Mm,
Yeah, and the fucked up thing about it, real fucked up thing about it is as a black man, sometimes we get persecuted for those same things. We don't get the fair shot of making it home safely, or just going
yes.
to jail, whatever, whoop de whoop. But or you will say these animals are out here in the streets tearing shit up and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
shit, I went to the goddamn Capitol building and did that shit. Y'all is a prime example of where the behavior comes from that you so testily hate.
Hmm.
So shit.
Yeah, I saw the same picture. I saw the same picture, and I agree. I mean, there's nothing wrong, and everyone does have the right to protest peacefully, etc. But the verbiage is very different if it's, original people out there trying to, protest on things that are, savage thugs, hooligans. These are animals. This is,
Yeah,
the
all that.
verbiage is crazy different. Um, it's I'm kind
All
of
that.
I'm kind of wondering, well, what's going to be the end result? Because we hear people on the other side saying, well, yeah, they didn't say that, but look at the BLM riots and all the George Floyd stuff, and people were burning down buildings and looting and stuff. And okay, that was an end result of what the initial thing was, but it was agitators and Asian provocateurs who were coming in the thing, leaving bricks, mashing up buildings and stuff in the name of what was going on, but it had nothing to do with the actual peaceful protesters.
And nobody died, bro.
Hmm.
That's that. I mean, when I say nobody died, meaning with the George Floyd situation, it was a situation that was brought up time and time again of black men dying
Hmm.
at the hands of police. And so finally, a riot broke out after senseless murder after senseless murder with this Capitol building shit. Y'all just did that shit because y'all was pissed. Nobody
Mm.
had died previous before y'all. Now, some people died at the incident,
Yeah.
but no one had died previously to that shit. So she's like, man, y'all playing games, man. Get off my dick with this shit. Y'all gonna, we gonna, hey, bitch, give us what we want. We gonna tear this motherfucker up. That's just how that is, what it is. And y'all do the same thing. So get used to that shit. Thank you. I appreciate the approval. You know what I'm saying? See, what's gonna happen is the they're gonna start because of the deaths of men. And I hate to say this, but it can only happen because science is gonna make it happen. Physics will make it happen. If you continue to hurt people and hurt people and hurt people, eventually them people gonna start pushing back.
Mm.
It's the law of
Yeah.
nature.
Yeah. Yeah. Self-preservation as well.
I mean, what? How long can listen? How long can you be prey when you have the potential to also be a predator?
Mm. And it's switching the mindset of people to understand that their role isn't necessarily to be constantly prey.
Yeah, yeah, I ain't with it, bro. I'm not with it, man. So like I say, man, a lot of this shit is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I try to stay. You know what? I try to stay. That's why with a lot of times this is the first time I really said something in many interviews I've done about the politics or the state of the issue. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes I think a clear side needs to be explained. But I usually avoid that conversation because it's just my view and my opinion.
Of course. Listen, and as I've said
You
previous,
feel what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's just mine, just like everybody else has their shit too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm. This is the thing, man. This is the thing. And the thing is, everybody should be allowed and have the ability to voice their opinion, as long as you ain't, I mean, and it depends on the person. Some people like to use hella profanity and all these kind of different things and whatever, but ultimately, you know your expression is protected, right? Isn't there something called the First Amendment sometimes?
I mean, that shit. Do you think that shit really goes for you though? That's the thing.
Well, look, sibling, listen, let's get into this here, man. 13th Amendment citizens. We're in 2021 now, and so-called African Americans, original folk, are designated as 13th Amendment citizens, meaning if you are now quote unquote freed from being a slave, but then if you commit a crime, you then go back into perpetual servitude until your crime has been served or your sentence has been served.
Right, right, right.
How
I
you
mean,
how are we not talking about getting rid of that shit, sibling?
see, but this is my thing. I just, like I said before, my lane is a motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? So not only am I switching to get in my own lane, I
Mm,
also be staying in my own lane. Meaning
yes.
I ain't doing no bouncing. I'm not bouncing in your shit either. You
Mm,
feel what I'm saying? So a lot of times some shit, just as far as like mainstream politics, man, listen, if it don't stop me from getting at that bag,
hmm
getting that almighty dollar
hmm
to where I could take care of what I gotta take care of my family.
hmm
Man, a lot of times I don't be the let's say the civil rights mover or what have you. I have my opinion of the situation, but
Yes.
I feel the same thing about people that had an opinion of the situation that ain't gonna do shit.
Mm,
See, I got a powerful voice, so I know it's some motherfuckers that's gonna listen and have the same views as I do, and so I'll wake them up, and it passes on. But that's just how I operate. I operate through my conversation. You feel what I'm saying? But as far as me stopping on a day-to-day basis, other than to speak upon issues that affect my people, And me doing other things, I'll be lying and saying if I did.
Mm, mm.
You know, let's be real.
Yeah.
It's self preservation. Now, my battle will be through my conversation, though. I never miss a situation as far as speaking up on an issue that got to do with my people and not giving a true opinion or giving an unbiased opinion or whatever. I'm gonna give a real opinion of how I
Mm.
feel as far as myself as a whole, and that's how I fight the battle. You feel me? Because
Yes.
I can't be everywhere at once, but now that they got social media and these different platforms and stuff for you to
Yeah.
talk on and speak on, you can touch some shit.
Definite. Hey, and sibling, don't forget the most powerful thing as well is you're a walking, living example and a shining light within your community. So you
Right,
don't
right.
necessarily need to be talking to folk and necessarily physically making a direct
It's
impact on
definitely how
their
to do it
life.
too. Right,
But
right,
they
right.
see and say, yo, look what Denden's doing, man. Yo, from way back then, he's been doing that there. Yo, he's keeping himself clean. He's doing that. He's doing his fitness thing now. And yo, he's still in the music thing. And that's the example. Yo, I want to do that shit.
Positive shit.
Yeah.
Positive shit. Definitely. And that's and God, that's what literally that's what I'm on. I got a positive movement, positive life. You know what I'm saying? Who I'm not the man to say that I haven't lived and done shit that I wasn't supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll be lying. I ain't running for president of the United States or whatever. So my attitude is I'm gonna always be honest about what I've done and what I'm trying to do. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, I've done a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm still trying to do some more shit. You feel what I'm saying? Only
Yes.
difference is some of the shit that I did before was negative, but the shit that I'm on in my life now at the age I'm at, it's positive. I have a positive life. Get up
Growth
and
and
right. Yeah,
development.
grow. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You gotta grow.
This is it,
You
man.
got
This is
to.
it. We
You
ain't
got
chilling.
to.
We ain't chilling no more, sibling, are we?
Nah, man. Hey, I'm gonna blow a little of that good. You know what I'm saying? To relax these muscles and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm a gym rat, man. You know what I'm saying? All I do is music by day. I mean, weights and shit by day, music by night.
Yeah.
I'm involved in a lot of projects and a lot of stuff just from behind the scenes that as you grow, you learn to invest and stay involved in the business from different aspects. And that's what I do now. I pull strings.
Mm.
And it feels good to be able to say that I went through what I went through in order to get to this point where I could pull strings, you know what I'm saying? But I'm happy about it.
That journey, man. That's
Yeah,
the journey is it's not as listen, sometimes the destination is excellent and shit, and you see the destination, you plan it and all out and all that there. But it's
right.
the actual getting there, it's the trials and the tribulations, the highs, the lows, you know what I mean? That's the beautiful thing, man, the journey, which can
Yeah.
sometimes be years, 20 years, 30 years.
No journey, bro. I mean, how can you know how good you're doing if you ain't known how bad you did?
Yes.
Okay. The journey is what separates each individual from the situation. If you don't have no journey, then you're not about to be able to say that you did anything. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
You gotta have a journey, bro. You gotta have a legacy. You know what I'm saying? That you build, not given to you. You know what I'm saying? So you know, the people that are usually successful are the people that end up getting up every single morning, every single day, and doing the same shit over and over and over and over again. Them are the people that be successful. The people that do that shit for a little bit and then switch to something else, they never reach their pinnacle of success.
perfecting the art, perfecting the heart, perfecting the craft. That's what it be like, man. That's what you got to do. That grind, that grit, that tenacity, that consistency, which sometimes, well, a lot of the times, can bring forth the keys to success, or can be
Right,
a
right.
portion of the keys to success.
Yep. Just imagine this. And I say this people all the time. Just imagine you quit something, not knowing that your very next move was the pinnacle of your success. But you never seen it because you quit. But I'm saying in the process, you did this. Look, you did this for 20 years and one day. On 20 years and 2 days, you was gonna reach your pinnacle of success. So really, you wasted 20 years in one day because you never seen your pinnacle.
Mm,
That's why you got to continue to go on and strive to, if you believe in yourself. Ain't nobody else gonna believe in you like you believe in you. So you got to really trick yourself and trick your own mind to thinking you are the best thing moving. You are everything that everything could be. Because if you don't believe that much in yourself, you'll never get somebody else to in my opinion, to believe in you. I'm not gonna believe in you. You have to
Yeah.
be willing to invest in yourself. If you're not gonna invest any money in yourself, why would I want to come along and be your savior? I ain't
True.
doing
True.
it.
It does start with self. Before you can do anything, you've got to develop a strong sense of self. You've got to have that determination. You've got to have that
I think,
belief in self. That, as you say, you are capable of doing these things. You are great. You've got that potential. Um, and sometimes it's not even necessarily looking for people to validate that there. It's going out and showing and proving,
right, right,
manifesting those ideas and bringing them forth into a physical three-dimensional reality.
right, man. You know, like I say, everything is pushed through one's belief in themselves. That's just my opinion. I think it all starts right there. You know what I'm saying? Do you really believe you could pull it off? Can you pull the coup? Can you really make it happen?
Mm,
If you don't believe that without an absolute shadow of a doubt, you are not finna be. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, don't get me wrong, there's always situations that happen where people don't actually believe that about themselves. But man, all the people that I know that are very, very successful, they think they better than everybody else. And that's fucked up. That's a fucked up mentality or a narcissistic mentality to have. But that's what you have to be the best. Like, you know, I could give you example after example of people that you and I both have heard, you know, stars and musicians. I mean, you know, do you think Prince thought anybody was better than him?
mm,
Or Michael Jordan thought anybody was better than him? Michael Jordan never thought anyone was better than him. He was the best
yeah.
at period, not at his position that ever played the game of basketball. And whether you know, it's an argument to say whether he was or not, but
Well,
85 to 90% of people believe he was.
well, this is it. Who I mean, like, who else can we put him up? Who else can we put in his shadows? In his to put in fill his boots even?
Nobody.
LeBron, maybe.
Yeah, but guess what?
It's a different
LeBron,
era, man. Different
yeah,
game.
but what I'm saying is, just listen to what I'm feeling tell you. LeBron think that same way about himself.
Mm, mm.
So that just proves what I'm saying. In order to be that actual number one in your spot or your number one king, you have got to have a narcissistic behavior or a way of thinking to think that there is no one better than you.
That
You
takes
are you are the ultimate. And even if you are not the best, but just how far does that take your mentality or your dream to a situation to
takes it to, well, the sky is the limit, as the phrase is. The sky is virtually the limit.
you gotta believe in yourself. That's for sure.
Mm,
You agree with
definite,
that?
definite sibling, definite. Hey, so I think that's an excellent segue for us to jump into the DeLorean and go back in time, man.
Okay, run it, man. Run it.
Back before there was a Dan. What
Man,
year we going, man? What year we going? Actually, before we even go to the year first to a specific year, where was we born and raised?
man, I was born in this place called Flint, Michigan. And
Valiente,
yeah, I felt like where they had the dirty water at and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And
Dayton family, and Jake the Flake.
yeah, for sure. MC Breed.
MC Breed, top authority, yes.
Yeah, so anyway, all right, Auntie. Anyway, I left there and we moved to Houston, Southwest Houston. That's I came here when I was in the fifth grade. You know what I'm saying? Many years ago. You know what I'm talking about? And you know, then went to school. You know what I'm saying? Played sports. I was an athlete. Played football, went to college, you know what I'm saying, played football, and eventually
Hey,
got,
sibling, let me just stop you there for one moment. When you say
oh,
you played football,
yeah,
you're talking
not your
about.
type of football, man. You know what I'm saying? Not neither one. See, look, y'all got 2 foot. What? Let me ask you a question. What is the difference? Which one? I know y'all call soccer football, right?
Yeah. So the
Okay,
other one
so
would be rugby.
rugby. Okay, but shit, that's fucking with a football too. You know, yeah. The
Without the
only one that
helmet
don't
and
have a
shit.
foot, the only one that don't have a football is soccer. You know what I'm saying? But shit, hey, them rugby dudes, them some tough dudes, bro.
The shiggity, man.
Them
The-
boy, hey, them boys will run that. They'll. Hey, they ain't playing at all,
Nah,
bro.
not at all. Not
I'm
at
talking.
all.
I'm talking. There was some tough dudes, but yeah, man. I played American football. Let
Yeah.
me clear that up for you. I played American, but you know what's so? I actually played your football too as a kid. As I grew up playing your football too,
Okay.
and I was well versed, bro. You know what I'm saying. And then, like I say, my last year of high school, this is what fucked me up. In my last year of high school, I started dibbling in the streets.